everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Left Lane Dismantle Series. Today we're going to be going ahead and tackling a bigger project of removing your window regulator and window from the passenger side of this 2002 Porsche Boxster. Okay, so starting on this door, we're already at kind of a good point, and you can be too once you check out our dismantle video on how to remove the door card, and that'll go ahead and get you sped up to this point here. And after you watch that video and come back and get ready to remove the window itself, we're going to be go ahead and taking a look at what we're going to be taking off, which is going to be this door speaker, this door insulation pad, this airbag, and then that will expose the window and the window regulator for removal. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is remove this airbag, which we're going to go ahead and start off with this pigtail here, which is held on to the airbag, but you can slide a tool in the back and unclip it, pulling it off of the airbag. You have one tab here, you push it that way, and it'll release itself, and then you can grip on both sides and simply unplug it. Now that we have our pigtail unplugged from our airbag, which when working on these systems, it's always a good idea to unplug your battery whenever working with electronics and things of that nature. Now that we have our airbag removed, we're going to go ahead and start working on this speaker box, which don't let this immediate size fool you, because there's definitely more than meets the eye there. To begin, we're going to go ahead and, similar to the airbag, remove the pigtail, slipping in the pry tool, moving that pin to the side, pulling it down, exposing both sides of the pigtail that can be pinched and pulled out. All right, now that we have our pigtail unplugged, we can go ahead and start removing all the screws surrounding the speaker. Okay, from here we're going to be able to remove that outer trim piece. Alright, so now that we have that speaker trim piece removed, we can go ahead and remove this door installation, which you will find it either glued on or taped on. If it has never been removed, this is one of the easiest ways to tell if your door panel has been messed with or not, if someone's been inside your door or not, is this panel, this installation pad will oftentimes be unglued and loosely on the door. Versus right here, you can see this glue is very much so holding it on. So this door panel this door has not been taken apart this far before in its life. And most likely, unless someone went in behind themselves with factory glue to adhere this piece of foam. Which I don't think they did. If someone did go in here, maybe. Slowly just work your way around the tops. Do not grab from the middle because you will just rip the foam. So if you do want to reinstall it, which you should, do not completely destroy it. Another reason to always wear gloves when working on your car. Oh, there it goes, started to rip a little bit. Okay. All right, so now that we have the door installation off of the door, it's going to go ahead and expose everything we need to get access to. And we're going to go ahead and start with removing the glass before we get to the regulator. And to do that, we're going to pop out these two covers right here. right, now that we have the caps popped out, you're going to go ahead and look through the hole. Recessed in there, you will see a T30 screw, and you'll find the same exact thing on the other side of the window glass as well. And you're going to remove those two, and that should free the glass from the regulator. So we're going to go ahead and remove those T30 bolts. Now, even when you remove these bolts, your glass should not fall out. It should stay within the track. What I mean? Oh, there it goes. Okay, we'll go ahead and remove the other side now. Alright, now that we have those two Torx bits out of there, we'll go ahead and remove the glass from the regulator and the door. Just slide right on up. Alright, now that we have the glass out of the way, we're going to go ahead and remove this rather large speaker box. You'll find a bunch of Phillips head P2 screws holding it in. So now that we have all those screws out of the way, we can slide this speaker box up and out. Alright, so now that we have that door speaker out of the way, it really opens everything up and exposes the window regulator that you've come in here to remove. And we're going to start with unplugging it. We got two tabs you got to press on the side. You'll see them as such. Press them in, pull out. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start at the bottom of the regulator now that we have it unplugged, and you're going to see a cap, and you're going to pop that cap out, and under there will be a 10mm screw. You will find one on each side of the door. Alright, we're going to go ahead and start removing the 10mm bolts that are on the bottom of the regulator. Okay, so now that we have those two bottom 10mm out of the way, we're going to go ahead and start at the midsection. You're going to find 4 bolts here. Removing the bolts. These 3 are actually holding the motor of the regulator. It's all one unit, but this is where the motor is at. Hence there's 3 bolts, 3 nuts. Alright, so now that we have the 3 nuts off the window regulator, the 2 off the bottom, the 1 removed right here, we'll go ahead and take care of these upper 2 right here. 1 more right here towards the front of the door. Okay, so that should be all the hardware on this window regulator, and it should be ready to come out. Of course, I have to slide it off the studs. Top, pull it up and out. Come over here. Ah, yes. The factory Porsche zip tie. Do not forget about that. Just get in there with something. There we go. Okay, that freed that up. So you're just going to kind of twist it. It's a cable regulator, so there's a few fixed points, but then the rest is just cable. So you will find yourself kind of bending it a little bit to get it out. You might go, oh, I'm breaking it, but you're not. Don't try to twist it, but you will do a little bit of bending of the regulator, a little of the cable, so. And there you have it. One factory, still working, 21-year-old Porsche window regulator. Don't forget you can find a lot of these parts on our store online, whether our website at tllautoparts.com or our eBay store. And of course, follow us on Instagram, YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, and check us out for more videos. We're going to have a lot on the way, and we look forward to seeing you. Thank you again.